Kevin Hart is experiencing extreme back and make money. These odds, you can make money on Kalshi. Kevin Hart hosted a Netflix roast over the weekend, and he invited a series of people, comedians, celebrities. Now, somebody in particular that he invited is Tony Hinchcliffe, which I don't understand why he invited Tony Hinchcliffe. Tony Hinchcliffe has nothing redeemable about himself. He's nothing but a mediocre white supremacist. But honestly, being a mediocre white supremacist is really all it takes in today's climate to rise to the top. And he has done so. Yo, this dude is so terrible and so despicable that Donald Trump, the Antichrist himself, came out and had to disavow and denounce him because of some jokes he made at the Trump rally. Like, that's how despicable this dude is. But Kevin Hart invites him to the roast nonetheless. Tony Hinchcliffe gets called to the stage to start his roast. Now, cruel jokes were told during this roast, but outside of Pete Davidson, mostly everybody kept it on the people in the room. That's the purpose of a roast. You're supposed to roast people who are in the building. But Pete Davidson, he did the Charlie Kirk joke, which I also don't support as well. But even before Tony Hinchcliffe is introduced to the stage, the introduction let us know they was on some BS tonight, bruh. Shane Gillis, in his introduction of Tony, labeled him a white supremacist and said that Tony believes all the racist things that come out of his mouth. Obviously, Shane Gillis and Tony Hinchcliffe is cool. Shane Gillis is a comedian. That could be dismissed as a joke. If the context was not, Tony Hinchcliffe followed up that introduction saying this.
Kevin, they told me not to mention your kids on this roast, but I must say, you did good. They've gotten so big, they now buckle Kevin up in the car seat. It's true, he lost his gig hosting the Academy Awards because of some homophobic tweets, but you'd be homophobic too if you were eye level with everyone's cock. He got into a fist fight on a private plane, proof that no matter how much money black people have, they're still just gonna act like ninjas. Always fighting. Like Bill Cosby, Hart is a black comedian from Philadelphia, and like Bill Cosby, women don't know when Kevin is inside of them. You've done good though, Kevin. The black community is so proud of you. Right now, George Floyd is looking up at us all, laughing so hard that he can't breathe. God bless you, Kevin. God bless this room. And God.
I ain't gonna lie, the punchlines was hot. Like, it was clever to think of. Like, that's one thing I like about racist people. Like, the shit that they only clever when it comes to racism. Like, he probably can't tell no other kind of jokes. Like, they not funny. They like a type funny, like, ooh, he said that type funny. Shocking. Shock jock. That's what he came up there and did for the roast for real, man.
God bless the United States of America. Thank you so much.
Kevin Hart was showing all 32 teeth, clapping up, cheering when Tony Hinchcliffe was disrespecting George Floyd and making jokes about the black community. Now, this to me isn't even about black people being soft or we can't take a joke. It's not. I think context here matters. First off, this week is a week where a dude is going around calling black folks the N-word with the hard R, right? So let's just say we're not too fond of being a butt of a joke this week. But outside of that, the person making a joke matters, right? If this was somebody who like, for example, if Shane Gillis made this joke, we look at Shane Gillis as somebody who's not really, he's not racist. He's right, like he's an ally for the most part, all right? If Shane Gillis made this joke, it'll be viewed as friendly fire. Now, people will still be upset, but it'll be viewed as friendly fire. If Tony Hinchcliffe makes this joke, somebody with a routine history of being a white supremacist, when you make this joke, we don't take it as friendly fire. We take it as personal now. That's for well with everybody. People did not like it. They're pissed. One person who was really pissed about this is Stack 5. Now, Stack 5 was really close friends with George Floyd. For the most part, he's the unofficial spokesperson for the George Floyd family. I know George Floyd brother speaks up for the family, but when it comes to news revolving George Floyd, we kind of go to Stack 5 because he's like the most visible voice. But he spoke up about this, and he don't think it's cool at all. And I don't feel like he should think it's cool. Nobody should think what took place that night is cool.
One thing about it, you can't tell people what to be offended by and what not to be offended by. Everybody laughing until it's their family member that get murdered. Then it ain't funny. Then it ain't funny when it's your family member. It's funny when it's everybody else family member, and it's cool when it's everybody else family member. When they come to your doorstep, you want everybody to feel a certain way. See, I rode for my brother. Didn't take a dime from nobody. Risked everything I had going on in real time. No cap, no lies. 29 different states marching for my brother. Didn't take a dime from nobody. Every dime they tried to pay me, me and Q gave back to the community. Wherever we went, we gave it back. So you can't tell people that risk things and that really love somebody to feel a certain way when he's disrespected. Clown shit. Y'all keep laughing though.
Check out these deals of the week at Walgreens.
The reason why the George Floyd conversation is so sacred in the black community is because the George Floyd video represents our lived experience in this country as black people. Spoke up against this. Comedian Lorel spoke up against.
Everybody had the man foot on their neck, man. A lot of black blah blah. Like not everybody, man. Come on, man. I'm going straight to the comments, man. I'm tired of it, man. Let's go to the comments. We going shorten this one because I think it's definitely not over. No, he's probably fine. Here we go again. Somebody's career is over and their career ain't going nowhere. Everybody is done. Tiffany was like, y'all are not going to mess up my butter biscuits. Who else is slaving at work waiting for it to drop? Flacco say something this time. They don't even like people talking about the Kevin Hart situation. Like, it's comedy. Enough said. Stop being sensitive. And I think I'm going to leave this video at that, man. Like, it's comedy. It don't bother me. Everybody that's sensitive about the George Floyd. It's like we talking about the deaf people, the live people. We doing everything nowadays. Like, people ain't caring about nothing. Like, it's all up for everybody. It's up for the living. It's up for the dead. Check files. BigHeadReese just speaking facts, man.